Namaste. I am giving you 12 incorrect sentences. You try to correct them. You can pause the video after each sentence and write down the correct sentence on a piece of paper. I shall give you the answers with the necessary explanations later in the latter half of the video so that you can check your answers. Here is the first incorrect sentence. Getting gifts from my parents make me immensely happy. What's the mistake in this sentence? 2. There were some bread and butter on the plate. What's the mistake? 3. A pen or a pencil are needed to write something on paper. What's the mistake? 4. When I looked up, I saw 2 aircrafts in the sky. 5. My father doesn't teach me English and my mother also doesn't teach me English. What's the mistake in this sentence? 6. There was a large amount of books in his room. 7. The officer was angry with me when I asked for another information. 8. Can you answer to my questions correctly? What's the mistake in this sentence? 9. You've got a house, but I haven't got any. 10. I don't think my arithmetics are good enough to do the calculation. 11. My friend carried my baggages from the airport to the taxi stand. 12. Try to answer the questions as best as you can. What's the mistake in this sentence? Now, let's find out the mistakes in the sentences. You can check your answers. Sentence 1. Getting gifts from my parents make me immensely happy. What's the mistake in this sentence? Well, the subject here is getting gifts from my parents, which is an ing clause. When the subject is an ing clause, the following verb should be singular. So the correct sentence is, getting gifts from my parents makes me immensely happy. Another example. Cigarettes are not good for health, but smoking cigarettes is not good for health. Cigarettes are not good. Smoking cigarettes is not good. Sentence 2. There were some bread and butter on the plate. Well, when 2 nouns are joined by and to form a single idea, we use a singular verb. So the correct sentence is, there was some bread and butter on the plate. Bread and butter means bread with butter, which is a single idea. So we use the singular verb was. Another example. The law and order situation in that area is getting worse. Not are getting worse, but is getting worse. Now the third sentence. A pen or a pencil are needed to write something on paper. Well, when 2 countable nouns in the subject are connected by or, we use a singular verb. So the correct sentence is, a pen or a pencil is needed to write something on paper. Sentence 4. When I looked up, I saw 2 aircrafts in the sky. What's the mistake? You can't say aircrafts. The plural form of aircraft is aircraft, not aircrafts. So the correct sentence is, when I looked up, I saw 2 aircraft in the sky. We can say 1 aircraft or many aircraft. There were many aircraft left on the runway. By the by, do you know what an aircraft means? An aircraft is a vehicle capable of flying by means of aerodynamic forces. So aeroplanes, helicopters, gliders, hot air balloons are all aircraft. Not aircrafts, they are all aircraft. Sentence 5. My father doesn't teach me English and my mother also doesn't teach me English. What's the mistake in this sentence? Well, after a negative word like no, not, or never, we do not use also, as well, or to, but we use either. So the correct sentence is, my father doesn't teach me English and my mother doesn't teach me English either. A more formal way of saying this is, neither my father nor my mother teaches me English. Now, sentence 6. There was a large amount of books in his room. What's the mistake? We use amount of before uncountable nouns. Before countable nouns, we use number of. Book is a countable noun, and so the correct way of saying it is, there were a large number of books in his room. Sentence 7. The officer was angry with me when I asked for another information. What's the mistake in this sentence? Well, another is used with countable nouns. The word information is an uncountable noun. So we can't say an information or another information. The correct sentence here is, the officer was angry with me when I asked for more information or another piece of information or some more information. Sentence 8. Can you answer to my questions correctly? What's the mistake? We don't normally use to after answer when it is a verb. So the correct sentence is, can you answer my questions correctly? You can answer a call, answer a person, answer a question, answer a letter. But you can say answer to when it is a noun. For example, it is correct to say, he didn't give an answer to my question. Answer is a noun in this sentence. But in the sentence, he didn't answer my question, answer is a verb. However, in the sense report to someone or be responsible for something, you can use the verb answer followed by to. For example, we can say, the junior officers usually have to answer to a senior officer. Sentence 9. You've got a house, but I haven't got any. What's the mistake in this sentence? Well, the correct sentence here is, you've got a house, but I haven't got one. Any is usually used with uncountable nouns and plural countable nouns. In these contexts, it has the same kind of meaning as a, an, or one has with the singular countable nouns. With this meaning, we can't use any with a singular countable noun. When any is used with a singular countable noun, it means it doesn't matter which. For example, we can say, you can take any book you want. Sentence 10. I don't think my arithmetics are good enough to do the calculation. What's the mistake? Well, the correct sentence is, I don't think my arithmetic is good enough to do the calculation. You can't say arithmetics. Arithmetic is an uncountable noun. So a singular verb has to be used with it. Sentence 11. My friend carried my baggages from the airport to the taxi stand. What's the mistake? Baggage is an uncountable noun, and so it cannot have a plural form. So the correct sentence is, my friend carried my baggage from the airport to the taxi stand. Not baggages, baggage. Sentence 12. Try to answer the questions as best as you can. We can say as fast as I could or as soon as I could, but we can't use as after as best. So the correct sentence here is, try to answer the questions as best you can. Not as best as you can, but as best you can. All right. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. If you're new here, goodbye.